hopeless. You can't take her to a bookstore on the first date.
Why not? She might think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, she might. I would be all for it. Take me to a bookstore. Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. Today we're going to be starting on Tokyo Ghoul. I have never watched this series, not even a single episode, but I've heard of it and seen little clips of it. I've seen people dressed up as characters from it. So, anyway, I don't know that much about it. It's called Tokyo Ghoul, so I would assume taking place in Tokyo and probably about a ghoul or some ghouls, something like that. My kid's laughing very quietly. I was gonna try to pull it off of Amazon Prime, but it looked like there were 4 seasons, but then when I went to it, it said it was not available in my area. So
it's just a website.
Okay. Well, my kids got it, and we should be able to watch it without any problem. Alright, so let's get started with episode 1. Season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. Koi fish. Well.
Believed to be ghouls. I repeat, ghouls.
Yum yum.
They weren't kidding when they called you a binge eater.
God.
All I want to do is enjoy my meal. Why must you interrupt me?
You don't know who I am, do you?
No, I don't.
I've got orders from above. They've asked that I take you alive.
I've got orders from above.
I don't see the harm in taking a finger or two. Maybe an arm or a leg. Or perhaps all 4. Surely you wouldn't mind. How dare you? Those are mine! Give them back, you thing!
I don't want to play with
Pliers?
They're special pliers.
Okay.
Early this morning, authorities discovered several male bodies in...
Oh, come on, it's not that funny.
Man, you're hopeless. You can't take her to a bookstore on the first date.
Why not? She might think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, she might. I would be all for it. Take me to a bookstore.
Being serious, Hide, quit laughing.
I know. You can't take her to a place called Big Girl.
Since when are you the expert?
Well, how about instead of telling him what he can't do, you tell him what would be a good idea?
Pick a place I think she'd enjoy.
Such as?
Books?
Girly places.
You don't even have a clue, do you?
If I did, I'd be out with a hot chick.
Who is she? Which one of these chicks is your special lady friend? Is that her? No. She's pretty cute, too.
Yes, she is.
Oh, and what is your name?
Hide!
I'm Toka Kirishima.
Let me just cut to the chase. Are you seeing anyone?
Cut it out, idiot!
Man, what a
What a
hottie.
jerk.
If you get me kicked out of here, I will never forgive you!
Yeah, girls don't like that kind of shit generally. Not the kind of girls that anybody should want to go out with.
That's the girl.
And if we're going by stereotypes, she looks pretty bookish in my opinion.
Now that I've seen you lovesick, I've got blackmail for days. In a jet.
What? You're leaving?
Good luck, Kaneki. You're gonna need all you can get, buddy.
Get this, we made plans to go to the bookstore together on Sunday.
Seriously? That sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry to me.
Well, we're not trying to entertain you.
The part I don't get. Eating one person is supposed to last them a month, right? So what's the deal with these binge eaters?
Why we have to treat them like equals. Treat them like the animals they are, they'd kill us all. If only they could make themselves useful and go after the bad guys.
Ain't that the truth?
Maybe the binge eaters just like what they're eating, and so it's not about what they need, it's about what they want.
To think she wrote it when she was just a teen.
Are you alright, Kaneki?
Yeah,
I am now.
Oh my god.
It's your food. You didn't eat very much, did you?
Actually, I'm on a diet. I need to go powder my nose.
I'm on a flesh-eating diet.
Such a lady.
Fresh flesh.
I'm scared to walk home alone. The very thought of it terrifies me.
I'll walk you home.
And I'm assuming he's like one of the lead characters because he definitely looks like one of them that I've seen
Yeah,
drawings of.
but appearance changes a bit.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure like white hair
Eventually, but that's
and mask and...
takes a while.
Okay.
He passed away when I was little. I barely even remember him. When I read his books, I felt closer to him. Then ever since my mom died, Hide's the only person I've talked to about this.
Thanks for sharing. It's this way.
Oh, okay.
Let's go down this creepy back alley.
Is there something wrong, Toka?
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
I'd like to see you again. I mean, only if you want to.
That would generally be the way to go.
We do have a lot in common. Kaneki,
Yeah?
I've had my eye on you too. I love the way you look at me.
I thought she was going to say, I love the way you smell.
I want you just as much as you want me. Tasty. There's something I like even more than reading. Ripping the organs out of someone who's too terrified to run away from me. Oh, how I love the look on your face. What do you say, Kaneki? Will you let me have my fun?
No way! No way! No way! No way!
Yeah.
You can't run from me.
She's got tentacles.
Coming for you, Kaneki.
Not just nope, but hell no.
I was hoping you'd last a little longer. You've got just the right amount of fat on you.
Oh, is she gonna meet her end? Yay.
Oh, good.
Nice little accident.
This happened.
Where am I? What is this place? I thought I was on a date with Rize.
Transplantation. We need consent from the next kid.
Transplant next of kin. What the hell are they talking about? It's so warm, but why?
'Cause blood. Lots and lots of blood. Or that.
I just can't eat it.
Hello, Mr. Kaneki.
This is, I don't want to see you. And I don't want you to see me.
Your friend stopped by again.
I need fresh meat.
You know, he seems really worried. Oh, hi, Dr. Kano.
So the nurses tell me you haven't eaten much of anything since you were admitted, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with you.
I know. It's my sense of taste. Everything tastes disgusting to me.
Probably psychological trauma. Time heals all wounds.
Nothing wrong with me. Then why do I feel this way?
Kaneki! Congrats on getting discharged. Probably used some leftovers. I even got you your favorite hamburger. Oh, I know. I'm the best ever. Hurry and come back to school, dude. It's rough out here on my own.
Hide, thanks, but I can't right now.
They can only derive nutrition from human flesh. Eating anything else can actually be detrimental to them. Our food tastes disgusting to Ghoul. Their tongues work differently than ours do.
can't do it. You can't do it. I don't know. Maybe, like, cut your finger and start off with that. Just a little bit of blood.
Yeah, we'll see.
I even got you your favorite hamburger.
My favorite hamburger sucks.
Did you go out and buy this just for me? This can't be happening.
That would suck.
They released him from the hospital, but I can't seem to reach him.
Sounds kind of rude if you ask me. I'd cut ties with him.
Kaneki and I have been pals since we were kids. He's my best friend.
Isn't that sweet?
You don't cut ties with somebody just because they don't get a hold of you right away when you get out of the hospital.
Oh, when you feel up to it, dude.
In fact, that would indicate to me that something's probably wrong, and I would probably try to go and visit them.
People, women, flesh, girl, flesh, man, flesh, family.
That's interesting that he seemed to be fine, and like when he first woke up in the hospital he was like that, and now he's like that.
If that's true, and I'm a ghoul, this won't hurt.
You don't have to go crazy. Just a little cut, dude. Come on. Fuck.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
I don't know, because if you can't even suck your own blood, you're gonna have to depend on other people.
Well,
It's got a sweet aroma to it, almost like my mom's home cooking. Who cares what it is? I finally found something I can eat. It's so close.
It's so close. I can almost taste it. Somebody else feasting.
A ghoul. A human. Its sweet smell that lured me here was a corpse?
I haven't eaten in a while, so I'm afraid I can't share too much with you. But here, you can have some.
Good riddance. You should know better than to trespass on my feeding grounds. I've never seen you before. Did you think you could hunt for food on my feeding grounds and get away with it?
Don't you know a freshly turned ghoul when you see one?
A guy standing over her with his pants around his ankles says, I didn't do it. I swear I was just passing by. That's basically the same as what you're telling me.
Except he wasn't doing anything.
If you trespass on my territory, you die.
This isn't your territory.
I don't see what the problem is. I know that binge-eating bitch is dead.
You don't have any say in the territory Rize stole gets distributed.
I still don't understand why we've got to run every little thing by a bunch of fence-sitters like on Teku. This was my feeding
Yeah,
ground.
because you were weak. Think I'm scared?
Shut me! Is that all you've got, Toka?
Do you want me to go harder next time? You don't want to take your corpse with you?
I don't know. He might need a little bit of it.
Do you want this?
Here. Would you like a hand?
Wait, you're the guy who was with Rize. Why didn't she eat you? What's with your eye?
I'm actually human, and yet part of me wants to shove it in my mouth, but I know I can't. If I do, I won't be a human.
If you're in that much pain, then just eat.
No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! I can't be a ghoul. I've never even heard of flies, so how am I supposed to fight? And I have to kill to eat? Well, I won't, because I'm a human!
This is ridiculous. Why don't you just give in already? If you don't have the nerve to eat it, then let me give you a hand.
Okay. I guess that's one way to handle it.
Aerobics class instructor. His day off, he visits Anteku.
I've never seen this.
And takes over a feeding
I don't
ground.
normally watch the after
He
credits.
selects his target. He kills them, and then prepares to eat. A young ghoul shows up. Screaming, trembling, and sobbing uncontrollably. Before he can help, he gets whooped by Nishiki. One-time aerobics class instructor. Dead at just 41 years old.
Oh my goodness. Alright. That was pretty interesting and amusing. I'm in a funny mood anyway, so. But I enjoyed it. Good episode. Good first episode. Just rolling right along.
It's interesting watching it with knowledge of everything that happens later on. Because there's so much that's like red flags and like different things that seem unimportant, but they are actually important.
It seems like it does have a lot of humorous stuff in it. There's a lot of violence and gore, but, I know it's fictional, so I don't care that much. He doesn't want to eat the flesh. I don't know exactly what she just did there, though.
She ripped off some flesh from the dead guy and forced it into his mouth.
Oh, force feeding. That's always a good way to go. So when he got out of the hospital, when he was in the hospital and he was having problems with his food, outside of the whole ghoul thing, I was in a really bad accident a long time ago, and I was unconscious for a while. Could very easily have died. I probably should have died, but I didn't. Recovered fairly well, but when I first woke up, I really had barely any appetite. The hospital I was in, I think I didn't like the food either, so very little appetite, crappy hospital food, didn't care for it. But then they moved me to another hospital, and I actually liked the food there. And I ate a lot there, because I liked the food. Then when I got out of the hospital, I don't know how to explain it, but I just kept eating and eating. My mom was making foods for me that she knew that I liked, so that was probably a good part of it. But it was like I would just keep eating and eating and eating. Everything tasted so good, and I didn't seem to get full very easy. But then it also got to the point where I would eat so much that I couldn't keep it down. It would be very, very uncomfortable. I had so much food in my stomach. And that was a time period where I actually started purging, making myself vomit because it was just so uncomfortable. And I don't remember exactly how long that went on for, but a couple weeks, a few weeks, something like that. Eventually I went pretty much back to normal, but at that time it was just, which I know is not good and not healthy, but I was not in the most healthy place. We'll just say that much. Another thing is that when I was in the hospital, I had a feeding tube at first, and when they took that feeding tube out, it was like they did it really freaking slow. And then at one point, the nurse that was removing the feeding tube left the room and just left me there. It's not all the way out, but not all the way in, which I think really irritated my throat for a long time. So after they finally got that out, my throat was just badly irritated, and there were certain things that I would eat that would make it worse and make me feel like throwing up. I was in the military at the time. I went back to duty, and one of the people in my company noticed that I was having problems, and apparently she'd had problems with throwing up from eating. For her, a lot of the foods that were really greasy and really salty would make her throw up, so she suggested that I try cutting out a lot of the really greasy foods, and that did help. That helped a lot. And after that, I slowly started to get back to kind of a normal eating pace and not throwing up. Anyway, I know that's kind of off topic, but it's just that when he was in the hospital having food problems, that's what I thought of, was that initially having almost no appetite and then eventually having this really ferocious appetite. Alright, so that's all I have for you this week. I will see you next week. Bye. I'll see you when I see you. And remember, if you like this content, please click the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, click subscribe. Ring that little bell and click all and you'll get more notifications anytime new content comes out.